Hello everybody, my video diary from the Cathar country in France. Blimey, sorry, I'm just watching an eagle, a white-headed eagle. In fact, it's amazing really. I'll pull you in and see if you can see it. Can you see that? It's just coming over now as I'm about to talk to you. Interesting. Well, interesting for a bird watcher like me. Anyway, it's gone. Okay. Right, I've got to put the tripod back now, as it was. I'm sitting up here, out of the way. I'm sitting here out of the way, because as you can imagine, these places are, not that I'm bothered by tourists, but there's tons of them, and this eagle's amazing. I mean, crikey. I'm going to have to take a photograph. Sorry about this. Amazing. You see, the American Indians and all that stuff talk about eagles being a sign of spirit, and there goes a crow. I am very high up, and I'll show you in a second where I am. I just wanted to sit and talk to you, try and talk to you anyway, about the Cathars. And so, talking of eagles and spirits and a higher spiritual understanding of, and where I am historically, very briefly, because you know I could talk for hours really about it, but where I am is right in the borders between Spain and France in the southwest, and it's historically, let's say historically, it was a place where there was, one for a better word, a new age around 1,000 years ago. And the Gnostic belief that took root in this area, which spread as far as, well, deep into Spain, went across to the East Asia, those areas, because they all had similar beliefs. The Bogomils had similar beliefs. So what you were looking at here were cultures that were loosely around the albigeois people that believed in a different kind of Christianity, one that didn't worship the material world, where Rome was going and what Rome is still about and what the Vatican was about and still is about, and so on and so on. So you have here, about 1,000 years ago, not literally here at this castle, but you'll see from when I show you, you had a completely different culture, the seeds of a renaissance, actually, if you look at the history books in this part of Europe, which were massively different to what was coming out of officialdom, the church, the Vatican, the power, what was the Roman Empire, what became the official Christian dogma and belief and religion. And I'm not saying that Islam didn't have all those dogmas, because they had their own branch of the same kind of thing. It's just that they were probably more tolerant in some ways back then than they are now. So the Bogomil, the albigeois, the Cathar were in many ways seen as a Gnostic sect that to flourish unchecked, because basically what you had in this area was a coming together and a sharing of ideas and creativity, agriculture, music, the arts, spirituality, everything really, in such a wonderful climate, which it is, and it's a glorious day today, that allowed what the history books talk about, the seeds of the Renaissance, to take root, because eventually, once this area was destroyed, once this area was taken over, and there was a genocide took place in this part of the world, which, well, I'll come to in a second, talk more about that. But once that was removed, then all that was left was spirit, really, and that's what you can feel in the land here. You can feel this energy, and there's another reason why I've come here as well, and obviously right at this moment in time, as I'm making the diary, we have a bombardment of Gaza in Israel.